Right, so welcome everyone. We are so glad that you are here, and we are so happy to present you the very first AI Crafts event in Lisbon. We had a few more in the past, but not in this city, so it's completely new to us, and we are grateful. So before we jump into the agenda that we set for today, because we will have 5 incredible international speakers from Amsterdam through Germany to Czech Republic. I would like a little bit introduce your team and how did we end up here having this event, because I think it can be interesting for you. So about us very briefly, we do software, we are a software studio, but we prefer to say we are a digital product studio. It's just a little bit wide check about our team. We are a team of almost 20 at the moment. We have an office in Lisbon and one back in Budapest. This is a part of the Budapest team. We also have some presence in LA, but we want to extend that this year. But that's enough about us. Okay, if you're interested in later, you will approach us. But what can be more interesting to you is how we end up here. Like, why does a digital product studio host and organize and invest in such events? And that's related to today's topic. The thing is that as generative AI bond to the market or sales process, how we connect to new clients, how we connect to new partners completely changed. Because back in the time, it was enough to be very good software developers, very good UX designers. But suddenly, a very new type of clients appeared in our market and in our regular sales meeting, because other industries are attacked by the Gen AI revolutions. So people who, let's say, have never done any digital product development process before, and companies that are very resourceful, they got the buzz that, okay, let's do something with AI. So our experience is that we have to consult these clients at a different level to provide them a successful journey. So what we started to do in every 2 months, we collect those issues that clients bring to us to the sales meeting, where they have some blocks in understanding where they are stuck, and we give that to a research team, and then we come out with a paper, and we ask the research team to collect all the most qualified scientific or business analytical answers that is available in the market at the moment, and give us and our clients a summary so we can have them the most in their journey. Here you can say the AI playbook for digital product teams. That's the second one. But today we are going to talk about this one. This is the absolute latest. This is about how to invest in AI products, not to lose your money like crazy. And the bad news is that we shipped 100 copies to you, and that should have been arrived the day before yesterday, but thanks to DPD it's not here yet. But you can grab your copies anytime next week in the FinTech House, or if you write Dora, we are happy to mail you one, but you can download it from our website as well. These are the last 2 ones that can be relevant to you based on the profiles we saw. Today we are going to talk about this, and my co-founder partner will go into the details, but I want to give you just one mind-provoking thought. We decided to do this paper because this generative AI revolution is such a buzz that we have sometimes, let's say, ridiculous approaches when people who are very resourceful, they want to have like 10 engineers from yesterday to start an AI project because they have the money and they want to do something, because their LinkedIn feed is stuck with this news. Maybe who has some S&P investment, you are familiar with this, but what's happened last year is that the entire S&P portfolio that's so to be the most stable one on earth was saved by the big tech companies. You can say this line here. This is how the big tech companies' stocks were rising, and without having that, the entire S&P portfolio would have been lost its value compared to inflation. And people see this, experience it, hear this everywhere. But what they don't get, and that's why we wrote the paper, is that the global startup investment was cut half by the end of 2023. And even AI-related investments, it's about VC investment globally. So this was 2021, and by the end of 2023, it was not cut half like other investments, but almost into half. So maybe your LinkedIn wall is buzzed by generative AI, but the numbers doesn't show that small startup investments goes that way with the same piece. And what also we think nice to be aware of, that even those companies who got some VC investment for their products in this period, they are not the new companies, not those companies who got some new idea because of generative AI. The VC investments went to the big ones, like OpenAI, you heard that, I won't go into that. And like Adapt, who were working on big use cases, that went to other companies who were not selling the gold mines, but let's say the shovels, so who figured out how they can support the big tech with the product. And those companies who were working on complex AI problems, but they did not start in 2023. They started like 10 years ago or something like that. So maybe everything is about AI, but if you have a product idea where you want to invest, we would like to suggest you go start it now, and this will be your message, but be very mindful how you spend your money, how you build your product team, how you structure your investment. And this is my, opening thought for today. And my partner later will speak about our study that examined a lot of examples from history, from technical revolutions, but I don't want to spoil the entire story. Just one thought to wrap it up. As I was sitting there and I was trying to empathize with the audience, I think if you came here thinking AI is complex, now you don't go home thinking it's simple, right? So we were talking about so many angles, so many different aspects. So I want to finish it with the 7 conclusions of our latest research, hoping so that will give some clarity here by the end. So our advice is, and the researchers' team advice is that don't forget AI and AI implementation is just another digital product development project. So just because you don't lose your minds, do not procrastinate. Even if you have just a little bit of budget, start it now. Don't wait until things turn around, until Microsoft comes out with the next big thing. Set yourself for a marathon, okay? Because as Toya said, we are just before App Store got to the market. So it will be a long journey, many things will change. Maybe you start something, you will lose all the money. Get prepared for that, because that can happen, but that's part of the learning journey. Complete in your own weight class, meaning that you are not big tech, for sure, and don't try to come up with ideas, invest in stuff that Microsoft, Google, and other stuff will do in the near future. They are much more resourceful. Try to sell shovels, not the gold mines. So don't come up with very low-hanging ideas that everybody will think of. More try to figure out how you can do a product that will help this revolution and won't be the core of that, because the core will most definitely done by bigger players. As Toya said, do not invest in infrastructure. I don't want to go deep in that, but no infrastructure, no my personal large language model, and nothing like that. And last but not least, my most important advice when you're figuring out how to set your product team, benchmark your investment. And whatever is in your mind, what would be ideal, benchmark it to what's going on the market in a pre-seed, seed, Series A, Series XYZ phases, because other investors, a new co-founder will ask these numbers. So even if you are very resourceful, keep yourself to these standards and don't spend more, for example, on a pre-seed private MVP than 100K euros, because that will be respected by the market. I can see you are very tired now, so thank you for being here, and we really enjoyed taking us in some time. We really appreciate